starting Utah.
Josh, you no matter what position they're playing you, it seems like you brought a bat each game. Do you feel like that could be the situation going into the season that maybe whether it's first base, third base, even outfield, that you're going to get playing time if you continue to hit the way to get hits the way you did late last season?
Um, yeah, of course. I think, obviously, you need to play both sides of the ball. So, for me defensively, I think I'm pretty solid there. Obviously I have things to work on, but, as long as I can come offensively and get on base and score and drive in some runs, I think that's how you're being productive and that's how you play and that's how you win games. So I think if I continue to do that and continue to help this team, I'll definitely see more playing time. But that's like with everyone. We want to have guys on the team who can produce runs and win ball games, and I think that's what's most important. So yeah, if I can continue to do that, I don't see why I wouldn't be there.
We talk about offensive approach a lot with this team. That inning yesterday where you guys scored 7 runs, is that something where you can actually, whether it's look at the video or you guys sit when you sit around just talk about like, hey, this is possible?
Yeah, it obviously starts with with the first guy with CO, hitting a homer, and we were kind of struggling before that, and we had honestly I think 0 hits before that inning, but it's just confidence when you see one guy rolling. Everyone kind of picks up where he left off and kind of carries that energy. So as long as we can kind of feed off each other and talk and be more vocal and be more honest with each other, I think is most important too. Honest with our approach and who's pitching and just selfless guys who are willing to get better. I think if we string those along, we'll be good.
What is the mood like in there with the guys? You guys are somewhat a new team, even though you have a lot of guys that have played together for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel like, hey, it's a new opportunity for a lot of guys?
Yeah, you definitely sense that. Everyone in there is kind of battling for a spot. Obviously, except a few guys, but most guys are in there are battling for a spot, and we're kind of making each other better. The competition it definitely makes guys better. I know it's got me working extra hard, and I know Rod and Hilliard and Hamp, those guys are grinding. So as long as we can keep feeding off each other and still kind of go in the same direction, we're going to be right there, man. We just got to keep getting better and working.
As far as your other positions, third base, it seems like it's something that's kind of natural to you. Do you feel that there's a position where you have to work a little bit harder to feel sharp?
I think the last year and a half, I've been kind of strictly first. I've been really focused on first. So, I've been, every other day I take ground balls at third to get more comfortable. But I think it's kind of like, I don't want to say riding a bike because that's really easy. But I think as I go over there more and I play more games there, I'll get just as I was, when I was playing in AAA at third base. So, it's just reps. First and third, they're kind of similar, but in a lot of ways they're very different. So it's just getting used to it. But yeah, those I've always been at those positions, so those are definitely most comfortable. I just got to take some more reps there.
Last for me, you played a little bit of outfield late last season. Is that going to work its way in this year? And did you play outfield in college?
I played outfield in high school, junior year of high school. And, Butts told me a little bit, hey, take some reads out there, make sure you're, somewhat comfortable out there. But, I'm not taking, early work out there all the time. But, during BP, I'll shag some and get comfortable. He hasn't told me anything yet, but, the saying around here is be ready for anything. So, I just got to be ready for anything.
Thanks a lot, Josh.
Thank you.
Kevin Henry, go ahead, Kev.
Hey, Josh. Question for you. So obviously there's a lot of competition for roster spots, playing time. How do you balance that between also picking brains and learning from each other as well?
Yeah. For me, when I first met Crone and Bird, they were really nice guys, man. Really, really nice guys. Everyone here is, they're good people. They want to be better, but they're good people. So for me, it was easy to go up to Crone and ask him questions about his career and his success, and because he's such a good dude. And I think, when we sign guys like this, we like to sign, good guys, guys who are approachable and where you can pick their brain. So Crone and Bird have been great, but no, everyone's trying to get better, and obviously everyone wants to play. Bird, me, and Crone want to start at first base, but at the end of the day, we kind of have to get each other better and kind of support each other. You never want someone to do bad. That's just bad karma. So, we've been all getting along. Good. Healthy competition. No bad blood or anything like that. But it's going good, man. They're really good guys over there.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Hi, Graham.
Josh, thanks for taking the time so early on a Sunday morning. Hey, I promise I will not ask about this offseason. I don't think I've talked to you since the trade for your cousin. I guess, how did you take that? And maybe what's the biggest advice he ever gave you?
Yeah, I took it overall as a good thing. Obviously, the Rocky fans probably don't see it that way, but overall a good thing. And I think the lasting impression he made for me was kind of be your own person. Obviously Nolan's not gone. I mean, he's not gone out of baseball. He's just over here in St. Louis. But he's finally kind of away from me a little bit. So he just told me to, hey, be yourself and work hard and earn your spot. I'm not going to be there anymore. So it's kind of on you now, which is great. I've been waiting for that opportunity for a while now. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this opportunity, and I'm excited for him too. And I'm excited to play against him. It's going to be fun.
Last question from me. Anything this offseason you worked on to just take your game to the next level? I mean, I know that baseball players are always working on something. What was maybe one thing you wanted to add to your tool set?
For me, it was I think I wanted to lower my leg kick a little bit, get my timing down, just to be more consistent on time and more consistent barrels. I feel like the last couple of years I lost that just a tad. So if I can get back to that and just keeping it simple. Keeping it simple, kind of lowering those strikeouts, everyone loves to talk about. But if I can, put the ball in play more and put barrel more, then, everything will take care of itself.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Tracy Ringlesby.
When you think back to it, not that you never doubted yourself, but to have taken the route you had to take to get to the big leagues, were there points where you thought, this is foolish, I need to get on with life, or what kept you going?
Yes, there was definitely times in low A when I was 3 years older than everybody, playing once a week. I was, I was like, I don't know if this is for me. But honestly, it was my family. My family told me, hey, you have this opportunity. You're gonna regret it if you just quit. So just keep going until they tell you can't. So from then on, after low A, it was kind of like, hey, I'm just gonna keep working and keep playing until they don't want me. And it seems like it's worked out. They still want me around, which is great. But yeah, man, it's tough. Honestly, it's made me who the player I am today. So I'm really, really grateful for what I went through.
All right, back to Thomas Harding to finish it up.
Yes, we've talked about the strikeouts that everybody talks about. The other thing is the walks. If you could kind of explain it, because a lot of players also watch these things, young players. How important is it to not stand there, though, with the bat on your shoulders wanting to walk, even though walks are an important stat?
Yeah, it's such a fine line, because I personally think that you have to be aggressive hunting your pitch to lay off pitches. I think if you're just kind of standing there, you're being defensive. So it's just being aggressive in the zone. And I think for me, and I guess for everyone, it's just, you got to find your pitch and you got to be really patient and really stubborn about your pitch. Early, I think to get your timing down, guys like to swing, kind of get it out, but you gotta be hunting your zone, and I think that's something that all the best do. The Trouts, the Mookies, they all hunt in their zone, and that's why they walk and they still hit homers. So it's part of a learning process. The more at bats I get, the more I learn about my swing and how they pitch me. But yeah, just being aggressive in the zone and hit mistakes.
Hey, Josh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's all we have. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it.